Jonny Depp is an American actor, producer, and musician who has had a successful career in the entertainment industry. He has received numerous accolades, including a Golden Globe Award and a Screen Actors Guild Award. As of 2023, his net worth is estimated to be around $150 million. Depp was born on June 9 in 1963 in Owensboro, Kentucky, to John Christopher Depp Sr. and Betty Sue Palmer. In the late 1970s, Jonny formed a band called The Kids, which played punk rock music. The band was relatively successful in the local music scene, but they never achieved national recognition. He played guitar and sang in the band and continued to pursue his passion for music even after the band disbanded. In the 1980s, Jonny moved to Los Angeles to pursue a music career. He worked as a telemarketer to make ends meet and played in several bands, including Rock City Angels and P. He also appeared in music videos for bands such as Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. While living in Los Angeles, Jonny started taking acting classes and was discovered by Nicolas Cage, who encouraged him to pursue an acting career and in 1984 landed him his first role in a horror movie, A Nightmare on Elm Street. He played the character of Glenn Lance, who was killed by Freddy Krueger. After the success of A Nightmare on Elm Street, Jonny Depp appeared in several low-budget films, including Private Resort and Platoon. In 1987, he was cast in the lead role of Officer Tom Hansen in the television series 21 Jump Street. The show was a huge success, and it made him a household name. His acting career during the 1990s was defined by a series of critically acclaimed performances that established him as one of the most gifted actors in Hollywood. One of Jonny's most popular movies during this period was the 1990 film Edward Scissorhands. Directed by Tim Burton, the film tells the story of a gentle and shy man with scissors for hands who was taken in by a suburban family. His performance as the titular character was widely praised, and the film became an instant classic. In 1993, Depp starred in the crime drama What's Eating Gilbert Grape, directed by Lasse Hallström. The film tells the story of a young man named Gilbert Grape who was struggling to take care of his mentally disabled brother and obese mother. Depp's performance as Gilbert Grape earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. Another popular film from this era was the 1994 dark comedy Ed Wood, also directed by Tim Burton. In the film, Jonny played the role of Ed Wood, a filmmaker who was considered to be one of the worst directors of all time. Jonny's performance as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise has become one of the most iconic roles. The franchise is based on the Disneyland ride of the same name, and the first film, Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl, was released in 2003. In the film, Depp's character, Captain Jack Sparrow, is a witty and eccentric pirate who teams up with blacksmith Will Turner, played by Orlando Bloom, and the governor's daughter, Elizabeth Swann, played by Keira Knightley, to rescue Elizabeth from the clutches of the villainous Captain Barbossa, played by Geoffrey Rush. The film was a critical and commercial success, and it earned him his first Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. The success of the first film led to the release of 3 sequels: Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest 2006, Pirates of the Caribbean: At World's End 2007, and Pirates of the Caribbean: On Stranger Tides 2011. Depp reprised the role as Captain Jack Sparrow in all 3 films, and his performance continued to be a highlight of the franchise. In addition to the performance, Jonny has also been involved in the creative process. He reportedly had a significant influence on the development of Captain Jack Sparrow's character and worked closely with the filmmakers to bring his vision of the character to the screen. Depp's involvement in the franchise has also extended to his music career. He recorded a cover of the traditional sea shanty My Jolly Sailor Bold for Pirates of the Caribbean: On Stranger Tides. Jonny's involvement in the Fantastic Beasts franchise was a highly anticipated event in the world of cinema. Depp was announced as a cast member of the second film in the series, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, which was released in 2018. The casting was met with a mixed response from fans and critics, due in part to his controversial personal life, but also due to the unique challenges of the role. In the Fantastic Beasts series, Depp plays the character of Gellert Grindelwald, a dark wizard who was once close friends with Albus Dumbledore, a famous wizard from the Harry Potter series. Grindelwald is known for his extremist beliefs and desire to create a society where wizards rule over non-magical people. Despite the controversy surrounding Depp's casting, his performance in the Fantastic Beasts series has been praised by many. He brings a sense of nuance and complexity to the character of Grindelwald, who is both charismatic and dangerous. In the second film, Jonny is given a chance to expand on the character's backstory, revealing more about his past and motivations. Depp's personal relationships have been the subject of much media attention over the years. He has been married and engaged several times, and has also been involved in high-profile romantic relationships with several famous women. Jonny's first high-profile relationship was with the actress Sherilyn Fenn, whom he met on the set of the 1985 film Dummies. The two began dating, and their relationship lasted for several years. They eventually went their separate ways, but remained friends. In the early 1990s, he began dating the model Kate Moss. The couple's relationship was highly publicized, and they were often photographed together at high-profile events. However, their relationship was also marked by reports of substance abuse and physical altercations. The couple eventually ended their relationship in 1998. In 1998, Jonny began dating the French actress and singer Vanessa Paradis. The couple met while Depp was filling the Ninth Gate in France, and they quickly fell in love. They went on to have 2 children together, a daughter named Lily Rose and a son named Jack. He and Paradis were together for 14 years, but they never got married. In 2012, they announced their separation. After his split from Vanessa Paradis, Jonny Depp began dating the actress Amber Heard. The two met on the set of The Rum Diary in 2011, and they quickly began dating. In 2015, he and Amber Heard got married in a private ceremony. However, just 15 months later, Heard filed for a divorce and obtained a restraining order against Depp, alleging that he had been physically abusive toward her. The couple's split quickly turned into a high-profile legal battle, with both parties making explosive allegations against each other. Heard accused Depp of physical and emotional abuse, providing evidence such as photos of her bruised face, which she said were the result of him hitting her with a cell phone during an argument. Jonny denied the allegations, and his legal team accused Heard of fabricating the abuse claims to gain an advantage in their divorce settlement. The legal battle between Depp and Heard played out in courtrooms across the world, with both parties filing lawsuits against the other. In the UK, Depp sued the newspaper The Sun for libel after they referred to him as a wife-beater in an article about the allegations made by Heard. The trial took place in July of 2020 and was closely watched by the media outlets and the public. During the trial, Heard gave a testimony about the alleged abuse, describing in graphic detail the violence that she said she had suffered at the hands of Depp. She also submitted evidence, including photos and videos of his alleged abusive behavior. In response, his legal team presented evidence that contradicted Heard's claims, including testimony from witnesses who said they had never seen Jonny be violent toward anyone. Despite claims that he had never been abusive towards Heard, the court found in favor of The Sun, ruling that the newspaper had not acted unlawfully in calling him a wife-beater. The judge stated that there was overwhelming evidence that Depp had physically assaulted Heard during their relationship. Following the ruling, Depp was asked to resign from his role as Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts franchise, and released a statement on social media announcing that he had done so. In the statement, he expressed disappointment with the court's decision and thanked the fans for their support. The legal battle between the former couple continued in the U.S., with Depp filing a $50 million defamation lawsuit against Heard. In the lawsuit, he accused Heard of making false allegations of abuse and claimed that she had destroyed his career and reputation. Heard denied the allegations, and her legal team presented evidence that showed he had been violent toward her. In January 2021, Depp lost the appeal against The Sun, and the court ruling that the newspaper had been entitled to call him a wife-beater. The court also refused his request for permission to appeal the ruling and ordered to pay the newspaper's legal cost. In March of 2021, the $50 million defamation lawsuit filed against Heard was dismissed by a Virginia judge. The judge stated that there was no evidence to support Depp's claims and said that Heard's testimony was creditable and reliable. Depp has a reputation for being a big spender and has been known to make lavish purchases over the years. Some of his most notable expenditures include buying multiple homes around the world, purchasing a luxury yacht, and collecting rare and expensive artwork and collectibles. One of Depp's most extravagant purchases was a 156-foot yacht that he named Vagalaroja, which is a combination of the names of his ex-partner Vanessa Paradis and their 2 children, Lily Rose and Jack. The yacht reportedly cost him around $18 million and has numerous luxurious features, including a master suite, 4 guest cabins, a jacuzzi, and a gym. In addition to his yacht, Depp owns several homes around the world, including a chateau in the south of France, a mansion in Hollywood, and a penthouse in downtown Los Angeles. He also reportedly owns an island in the Bahamas, which was purchased for around $3.6 million. Depp is also known for his love of fine art and has an extensive collection of paintings and sculptures. He reportedly spent over $10 million on a collection of artwork by the late artist Jean-Michel and has also purchased pieces by artists such as Andy Warhol and Banksy. In addition to his expensive purchases, Depp has also had some well-publicized financial issues over the years. In 2017, he filed a lawsuit against his former business managers, claiming they mismanaged his finances and caused him to lose millions of dollars. The managers, in turn, countersued and claimed that Depp's lavish spending habits were to blame for his financial troubles. The lawsuit revealed that Depp's monthly expenses were around $2 million, including $30,000 a month on wine, $200,000 a month on private planes, and $3.6 million a year on maintaining his staff of over 40 people. Depp has since parted ways with his former business managers and has reportedly made efforts to cut back on his spending. Johnny Depp's next project is the film La Favorite, originally titled Jean du Barry, a period piece that features a French-language cast and will be distributed by Netflix. In the film, Depp will take on the role of King Louis XIV, while writer and director Maïwenn will portray Louis's mistress, Madame Jean du Barry. The film will premiere in France and then be available to stream on Netflix 15 months later, meaning that audiences around the world won't see the feature until the middle of 2024.